VidGamesFTW.
Oh yeah, and then every time you go on a planet, she or Ratchet will say something regarding to the plot.
Okay.
Here we go.
Go. Blast off to infinity and beyond.
And Savali.
Savali.
What's Ratchet up to?
If I knew how to build one, where would I be?
There's Miss Zeracon.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I want to change his armor, too.
Okay. Is it
Well,
an
I got
exact
the-
set or a different set? Oh, you only have the body for... You only have the full carbon oxide armor. They finally meet up. Hey, we have the same armor. Because orange for Ratchet.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking, actually.
Do you like color coding stuff like this, depending on what your character's like?
Yes. No, that's not what I meant. Yes, I try to color coordinate. It's like this one. And then this one.
Boop.
Nope.
Oh. Did you hit circle?
Yes.
There you go.
There.
Cool. He has a small, slender tail. Rivet has a big, bushy tail.
I still want to save up for the drill hound. So
Oh, there's also a new one in there that you can't do yet, but there's the Void Repulsor.
the Void Repulsor.
That's a good one. It's really cool and very handy. Hi, it's Gary. Hi, welcome also. Post-commentary time.
Yeah, because only the first minute and a half was legit.
Yeah, welcome back to the buzzing in the background. Again, we're sorry about that.
Yeah, we think we figured out what we need to do so this doesn't happen anymore at my place.
Yeah.
So hopefully these kinds of things don't happen from in the future. But here we are again.
I mean, what would you rather have? The day that we're doing these post commentaries, we can go ahead, jump into the PS5 here in my house, and record more Ratchet now, but suffer possible
Hiccups and
cuts and
inconsistency.
weirds and yeah, or just trying to film a little bit more at his place, but with a different method. We're using the Elgato program for this, and I think if we just switch to OBS, because we recorded Distance, the first 4 parts of Distance, and Circa Infinity. That was all in the same day. We did that through OBS, and we had no hiccups and no problems or anything like that.
No, it came out. It was awesome. So I think we're gonna try utilizing that more to see if it ends up with a better consistency overall.
Yeah.
I like the mushrooms and how they're like springs. It reminds me of a lot of different platformers that use that kind of mechanic, and then
It reminds me of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom because they're little flower tree things you can jump on in jellyfish fields. Reminds me of that. Have you ever played any of the SpongeBob games before?
SpongeBob the movie.
That's a good one. Yeah. I don't know if they made a game out of Sponge on the Run, the third movie, but they didn't make a direct they made a game called SpongeBob Hero Pants, and it loosely follows the second movie, Sponge Out of Water, but apparently it's really bad, and it's a really, really, really short game, and it just seems like there was a stride that was hit right when Battle for Bikini Bottom came out, and then they just never hit it again, except for the movie game, the game based off the first movie, because that was also Heavy Iron who did Battle for Bikini Bottom, and then Purple Lamp did. I mean, we might hit a stride again because we got Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, which was the remaster from Purple Lamp, and then they're also working on a new SpongeBob game right now called Cosmic Shake. So, I'm excited for that.
I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, it was barely announced a few months ago, but move this before it. But the trailer was cool, so I'm actually pretty hyped for it.
Yeah, I had the movie for the original Xbox, but after I had gotten the 360, one of my mom's friends her house was broken into and the Xbox was stolen from her
No.
son. So I gave them mine along with all my game collection for my original Xbox since I had the Xbox 360. And, you know, I figured he could have made a lot more use of it now that his got jacked. So, yeah, most of my Xbox games went to him. The robot lasers.
Robot. Yeah, I'm hearing something weird in the background. I don't know what that is.
I hear it too.
I hear music. What the hell?
I hear it too.
That's weird. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna try and not listen to it as we commentate.
Marcelo like turned all the way around in his seat, like, what the?
It came out of nowhere. I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, we're coming up on the introduction of a new character.
New character.
Soon after this encounter.
I think this area took. I think I died the first time I was here.
Probably? I don't
can't
remember.
So yeah, because we're recording these a little late.
We have a backlog. It's not too much, but it's enough.
Uh-huh.
There's a reason why we've been doing a couple other things here and there, like Mario Party and shit. And Ratchet's been on the back burner. We just needed the time to get back to doing the post commentary for these two, so I can get these two out of the way, because Part 7 was already out. So 8 and 9 are the ones that also needed some post commentary.
I know. Hopefully here, because I'm getting somewhat close to finally getting my own place. In which case, it'll be a lot more easier, at least on my end,
to film stuff.
To film stuff. Yes, for sure. I always liked kind of like these rustic town aesthetics.
Yeah.
Probably because we were just talking about it earlier.
I like how you said still in one piece, and then he fucking blew up immediately after saying that.
Wait, what?
He said,
oh,
the other guy you killed was like, I'm still in one piece, and then he immediately fucking ate shit.
Instantly explodes. It just kind of reminds me of.
Up there it is.
I guess we were talking about how I really like the Gerudo and Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they often like have like this halfway between like fancy and rustic look.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know, it's kind of nostalgic. So when I see stuff like this, you know, obviously this isn't in a desert, but it's kind of a reminiscent aesthetic, I think.
This is essentially the desert level, because it's very close.
Uh-huh.
It's not exactly foresty or anything up in here, but it's pretty cool.
No, yeah, it's more like, it's more stony than sand, you know?
Yeah.
But it's similar.
Yeah. A lot of the aesthetics in Ratchet and Clank are pretty cool. A lot of the older ones tend to lean a lot into sci-fi, like futuristic stuff.
Uh-huh. There's like clay pots and stone walls and like rustic paints and stuff like that.
The more I look at this game, actually, now that I think about it, it doesn't fully lean into that. It doesn't depend on that so much, and it goes its own route with its own aesthetics for different planets and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So each one truly does feel different. Like we went through Sargasso, which is like that jungly swamp-like planet. This is very like desert-like, you know, town planet.
I've always really liked variety, especially, and I really enjoy vibrant color. It's always something that I look for in my adventure games.
Yeah.
You know, so like, it's one of the reasons why I like Zelda so much, because you know, that's how it is a lot of the time. I know one of the the Soul series. I like the standard Soul series. Well, my friend, he really prefers Bloodborne. That's his favorite, which is a good game, and I like it too. But it all takes place in the same like town.
Yeah.
You know,
Wes also likes Bloodborne a lot.
so you don't get that extra level of variety, you know, that you get like in a lot of other games of that character where you see so many different areas and they all have different aesthetics and lighting.
That's what people try to argue about Mario Sunshine. They were like, you only go to like 7 different places and they're all just, here's a beach, here's some sand, here's a beach. I'm like, whoa, hold on. You go to a hotel, a harbor, a volcano, yes, a beach, but like...
Yeah, I would definitely agree that game doesn't have as much variety as some of the other titles.
But seeing as
it's not
they wanted to have one big central theme.
Yes, exactly.
Summer, sunshine, fun in the sun. Like they hit that. I always say that Sunshine's like the perfect summer game.
Yeah.
Because it just oozes summer. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think there's enough variety to make it fresh, but keep that aesthetic. Not that they're hammering in the aesthetic, because I don't feel like it's doing that. But it's all part of the theme, and it makes it feel like one cohesive place you could go to and see in real life.
Yes. Yeah, it is consistent, that's for sure.
Yes.
Reminds me of Odyssey. There's the beach level there.
Yeah.
And I really liked the theming in that one. It very much had the same feeling, I think.
Yeah. Also, there are some beach areas in planets in Galaxy 1 and 2. And those ones lean heavily into Sunshine's theme because Piantas are there. So that's pretty cool. They brought them back specifically for those beach areas.
It's been so long since I've played Galaxy 1, and I don't think I ever finished Galaxy 2.
Well, don't worry, Chase, because we'll reveal it here in Part 8 of Ratchet Rift Apart. But we do have plans to reboot. Actually, we said this in Sunshine's playthrough as well a long time ago. We will be doing Galaxy 1 and maybe 2 as well. Fully, all
As
the
we
way
stated,
through.
we already have a backlog, so when we start that is up in the air.
Yeah.
But
Look who it is! It's KT7461!
who are you?
It her. Female Clank.
I like her little light bulb head bob.
I was really hoping you'd say light bulb boobs. Everyone calls them head breasts.
Head breasts?
Look at them.
They kind of do. Just the nipples are on the inside.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because on her chest she actually has 3 of them.
4.
4?
Wait for it. Oh, you let the way win. Hold on.
Are you talking about the center one too?
There's a center one, there's 3 triangle for the triangle.
Yeah, those are the ones I was looking at.
Oh, okay.
So hesitant.
See, 4.
But that one's like a sucking innie.
You can have a... Yep, that made sense.
Sucking innie.
The Magnum boots. These are not the Magnum boots. These are the speed boots. Hover boots!
What?
That's what they're called. I called them the wrong thing like 3 times.
Good job.
I love how we were trying to figure out how to like make them work, because I was like, how do you fucking do? Oh, that's right, you have to hold fucking Phantom Dash.
Oh yeah, I was confused.
Well, because I forgot the exact method. I was like, wait a minute, then let's shoot.
I know. You ever do that when you're like, which button is it? And you just press every single button on your controller until you figure it out.
To an extent, I feel that's a better tutorial than to have the game fucking stop everything you're doing to be like, this is how you jump.
Yeah.
Like, I fuck off with that.
Yeah, I know. Like,
We were just talking about, we were just, before doing this, you were showing me Missile Command is what it's called?
yes, Missile Command.
And I was like, I was like, this looks interesting. I've never played it. But what are the controls? How do you play this control-wise? I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know that the game's not gonna, it's an arcade game. They're not gonna explain it, so we have to like fiddle with the controls.
Because they want your first quarters to go to dying super fast because you don't know how to play the game.
Yes. But those were the ultimate tutorials, because it was like, it wasn't a sense of how everyone makes fun of it. Get good. It was just more of, this is the game. You've got buttons. You're smart. You can figure it out.
Yeah, I know. When the game stops you like multiple times, like if it's just like once right at the beginning, you know, to explain something after, and then doesn't do it again, that's okay. But when it's just like over and over and over again, it's like, can you please stop? You know, I know some games do it a little bit better, where they might just give you a little bit blurb in the corner that you can ignore if you want to. You know, it doesn't stop you. You know, or in Dark Souls, usually when you start at the very beginning, you have like a little sign on the ground that you can click on and read that gives you the tutorial. But if you want to ignore it, you're totally able to. And when they just force stop you, it sucks.
That's why I like Banjo did it pretty cool as well. Because I don't know if you remember when we first started out, Bottles is like, "Do you want to fucking learn this shit?" And it's like, "No." And he's like, "Okay, well I'll just give you all your moves." Because if you click yes, you won't get any of the moves, the basic moves right off the bat. You have to go and find Bottles around Spiral Mountain and then talk to him, and then he'll be like, all right, here's your first move. This is this, and it does this. Here, try it out. But if you say no, he'll just give them all to you, and then you can just do it yourself. And it's like, I wish that was just the standard, and you didn't have to choose to do it. But at least it's there, because that is a way better learning experience for me than just... I grew up with Crash 1 and arcade games, so I kind of had it basic. No one tells you shit. Play the game, figure it out yourself.
Yeah, I mean, same here. You know, not too many old games had tutorials, and if they were extremely small.
Yes.
You know, where it's like A shoots, stick goes left, right, go. You know?
I mean, yeah.
Um,
It's easy and simple to fucking follow. It's just...
I know. Yeah, no. I know some games what they do is they kind of have like a slider in the settings. They'll be like, how intense do you want your tutorials to be? Where like extreme is basically like stop you at everything to make sure you present everything right. And then there's like basically just like off, you know, where you just don't get them at all. And then or like somewhere in the middle where you get tool tips but they don't stop you, you know.
Yeah. If anything, if you absolutely felt like you had to put a tutorial in through text, I would rather it be
Either
while
because
I'm still moving around.
Because I'm not totally against having the option to have an in-depth tutorial, because you know if you're somebody who's like brand new to video games, you know, and is just getting used to controller in general, not even just for this particular game, I can understand maybe needing a little bit more assistance.
I mean, at the same time...
Right? But if you just force everyone to go through it, knowing that 90% of your player base doesn't need that...
Yeah.
You know,
at the same time, it's like, if you were completely brand new, don't play a game like fucking Dark Souls or Ratchet even. Play something like Bubbles or Pac-Man. That's all you need to start getting into what a fucking video game is like.
something just has a couple basic controls that you can get used to the basics first, and then you can kind of advance and stretch your legs from there. Yeah. But yes.
Did you know that these guys are alternate dimension versions of the Goons for Less?
I didn't.
Because they look like them.
They're going off into heaven.
And they're like, thanks, bro. And the Goons for Less are like, I see the Lombax, get him, bro. So they're the same species.
Boing, boing, boing.
I hope that synced up well.
Probably not.
We'll force it to. This is a different audio track than the game's audio.
I love those. I love the speed boots.
It's really cool. I dig the way they did it here. And this planet is perfect. That's why it's so wide. It's one of the widest planets.
And you can really utilize them.
Yeah.
And it's not so far. I got
and
stuck
get,
in
and
the
get
rock.
stuck.
Or no, it was like a pile of logs. Yeah, because with the boots, it's utilized really well, and there's not so far apart that it's annoying even with them, you know. Because I know sometimes games have that where it's like the world's really big, but nothing important in any part of it.
Because even the smaller scale planets that we come to later, well, no, not that they're smaller scale, but that aren't as wide open as this, the boots are still useful for getting around. And it doesn't feel like you're blasting through without looking. Like, it's still enough. Everything's spaced out just enough for you to be like, okay, there's still stuff to do, and I'm not gonna. If I pass anything, it's because I didn't see it, not because I'm going so fast that, you know, like oh, this place wasn't built for these boots. Like, you're gonna miss all kinds of things really fast. Like, no, only if you miss them will you miss them. Ambush.
Oh no, will I survive?
I mean, these are like the most common enemies. So probably not. You took a lot of damage there. 9.
Ow!
Okay, a little bit more than 9.
I did it.
You saved the day. Just fly off the edge.
Not that I haven't done that multiple times in any game.
Oh, I guess you got distracted and said, there's a thing here! And now we're going to do it. This is the challenge of Slash Doom. Do you remember Slash Doom?
Slash Doom.
Hi, Gary.
Gary!
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
No, he just wants to look up at the sky and burn his eyeballs out of his head.
He's meditating.
He's
Trial Slash Doom.
Trial Slash Doom. I hate Slash Doom.
I just wanted the first thing. Now, let's see. Do you make the mistake that everyone else does on their first time? Or am I taking this time to warn you? Let's see. What are you doing? Because everyone will press the button. I've done it too. Everyone will press the button and then immediately go and they'll just fall. Because it takes like a second for the like rocky formations to build the pathway. It takes like a literal second after you press the button. So if you go too fast, you'll just fucking fall.
Because you're faster than the thing is form like.
Yeah,
building.
it takes a while to form. It kind of tricks you because you think press the button, go, and that's not the case. We found a lorb though. It's a lore. We didn't find all
Wow.
these. It's a Lombax. It's a lore
Oh yeah,
orb.
I remember you telling me this. It's just like a little bonus thing, and I think I remember actually what I was saying here in Jet Force Gemini. There's little statue things that kind of look like that, and they open up and fan out just like the ears on that did.
Yeah.
And same thing. They're just like you get them. Like they're not important to the game at all. They're just like little extra secrets that you can get, and it's just kind of cool. And that reminded me of that.
Yeah. But what are you doing?
I think it's the end of the episode.
Tune in next time.
That's what I'm doing. Bye.
We'll see you later. This is the end slate. Hi, Chase.
Hi, Marcelo.
I hate timing this shit because I can't time it.
What do you mean? You just time it.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, I'm not the one doing the editing.